to the world how great they are and what a job Pavel has done, along with Adam Knopf, in creating a route that is absolutely allowing these athletes to shine, and shine they are. Younghye Park is on the clock, and he is making his way up the route. Younghye Kwon.
Ale!
You'll notice that all of the athletes are wearing gloves. That is an absolute mandatory. They're also required to keep their arms covered as well, and that's a safety precaution.
You can see Kwon's got a lot of power as well, and very smooth operator.
It reminds me of the move that Gord made on the same wall in the same place. Very similar in terms of how they unlocked that problem.
Unlocked with a lot of lock-off power. Yeah, Gordon actually, I think, sustained a little bit of a shoulder injury on that. This route's been very difficult for the athletes. Even though some of the athletes are getting quite far, you know, this is a very difficult climb.
Hey Mark, do some of these routes actually gain prominence or referred to in future competitions? Is the route remembered by these athletes?
Yeah, the routes go down in history in some regards, but even more so what's funny is that towards certain athletes actually get a name. So there's a name for one of these Russian holds from last year called the Kritcher. And so when we do training in dry tooling areas and stuff like that, when we have these holds, we're like, oh, go to the Kritcher, go to the Tomala, go to that. So it's pretty cool.
You'll notice that the judges who are standing just in front of the announcer's tent are watching eagle-eyed, and they are making sure that the climbers are doing what they are required to do, that the ice tools are placed where they're supposed to be. There are certain manufactured holds here that have red tape around them, and that red tape says you may not place your ice pick, your ice tool in this location, because there might be a little space between the hold and the feature, and that's not where the ice pick is supposed to go. So these folks in front of us have a long day, and they can't miss a thing. They have to watch everything that's going on to make sure they know how high the athlete got and whether or not the positions that they are putting the ice tools in are legal positions. So this is an interesting move here from Younghye Kwon.
Kwon making short order of this route, not making any mistakes at all. Clearly a very confident competitor. A lot of compression in some of these moves where you really have to step up really high and pull hard, just like in a deadlift. A lot of these moves can be replicated, but you really have to prepare for them in different ways.
So there's a little bit of drama happening, and you may not realize it, and that is related to the North American champion. So Gordon MacArthur is currently in a position where he would be if the competition ended this way, the North American champ, but we have an American coming on to the route very shortly who could, if he moves on to the next round, become also the North American champ. So there's a subtext going on here as well, and that's related to the North American Championships brought to you by Loa. And that's Ryan Basham from the United States, who will be our final climber who can has a legitimate shot at being the North American champion. Younghye Kwon showing good speed. He has 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in his 7-minute allotment for this climb. Ice tool in teeth. He is adjusting that. He has made another point for making that clip. taking a look at the Montana cowbell. He needs to know where he's going, developing a plan. And this is a very interesting way, the way that this is set up. It's an interesting hold, an interesting position of the ice tool in order to get onto this Montana cowbell.
Yeah, many of the athletes that have finished competing currently have their pennant, their bib that they wear, and they would like to return them to the Bozeman competition for their deposit. Please bring them over. Joe Josephson is able to reimburse you for those banners and pennants that you wear. You have 1 minute left, Kwon. 1 minute. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. For an athlete, but it's like throwing fuel on the fire, pushing the gas. You can see the athletes put it down in the stands here, cheering them on.
That is not an uncommon position for an athlete to be, hanging on. Completely upside down on the bottom hold of the Montana cowbell.
30 seconds, Kwon. And you can tell he's stepping on the gas. And he is out.
Big hand for Younghye Kwon. Igor Trapeznikov is our next.